And this is a video review of the Transformers Legacy Leader Class Blitzwing, and he just came out at my local toy world. He retails for $99.99, so around 100 Australian dollars. He literally just came out. I was there a couple days ago. He wasn't there yet, so I'm really surprised and pumped to see this guy. I've really been excited with this guy. He's not without his flaws, and I'll point those out later, but overall I really like how he came out. So but before we look at that, let's look at the packaging. So like I said, $99.99. See, I really do buy my figures legitimately, unlike what the comments are saying. So I really like the packaging on this guy, the really 90s purple packaging. I do wish they would come back to those old square box, just because these boxes are really hard to stack now, just because of the the diagonal tops. But anyway, that's par for the course. Packaging itself, nice artwork of Blitzwing in his alt modes. The alt modes here. This is your Decepticon artwork. There's a separate set of artwork for the Autobots, and at the back is the product shots, which is really nice. And then there's this QR code, which right now doesn't work for some reason. If you haven't tried using the QR code, it brings you to the Hasbro website and shows you like a CGI 3D model with some specs. It's really cool. Have a look, but this one doesn't seem to work yet. But yeah, what can we do? So looking at Blitzwing himself, like I said, he's a really nicely done figure. The robot mode itself is really good. Before we go to that detail, let's have a look at the accessories. So he comes with quite a few accessories. Let him do the splits. He comes with 2 of these Blitzwing guns. I don't know why he came with 2. I guess 2 is better than 1. So if you want him dual wielding pistols, you can. And he also comes with this sword, which is really nicely done. But to my surprise, it's made of rubber. So I mean, it's not too bad. I don't think it will warp or anything, unless of course you have him leaning on a wall or a figure leaning on him, causing it to warp. So just be careful how you display him. Give it a bit of give a bit of space for the sword. It shouldn't warp, but it's really nicely done. And aside from that, he also comes with these 2 fist things, which I don't know what they are. I don't know how they work. I guess you can use them as accessories, but they seem superfluous to me. Maybe in the future we'll have a few surprises on how this works, but yeah, they just seem really excessive to me. I don't know. I don't really care for these. Now, looking at Blitzwing himself, he's a really nicely done figure. Like I said, the head is your classic G1 Blitzwing. I really like the head sculpts of these new Legacy figures, especially Drag Strip was really nice. Motormaster, this one is no exception. I really like the head sculpt. I don't know what it is about. I guess it's just smoother contours. I don't know, but yeah, I really like it. The deco is your classic Blitzwing deco. No silver chest. Smallish Decepticon logo, which is not too bad. For some reason these legs feel cheap to me. I don't know. It's just me maybe, but yeah, I don't know. But it's okay. Really nicely done. On the side, nice profile. He does have this really sizable backpack. I don't know, it's not too bad. It's not like it's clanking around. It's pretty solid. It doesn't move, so I really like it. And the other thing you'll notice, he doesn't have, aside from that, but that's really minor, he doesn't have any hollowness at all that's visible. At least we know, because of transformation, that the inside of the leg is hollow. We know that this part is hollow, but it's all covered, so it's really nicely designed. So of course he can hold his weapons. So there is a peg there, so you can actually store the sword in one of these holes. But he can also wield it. There's a hole there if you want to peg it there. The guns as well, there's pegs on either side. He can hold it, and of course he can store it at the back. So I like to store it there, so I can put the other gun there when it's you know, even. But yeah, oops, really nicely done. And just because the instructions says so, you can use this as replay, you know, gloves, which looks daft. The way you do it is you face the arms forward like that, and then you have those pegs that go into the hand holes, I guess is what you call it. And you just push that in. Let's see, I haven't tried this because I don't really care for it, but yeah, that's how it's supposed to look. Seriously, it looks daft, so I don't know. These will just go into my useless accessory shelf after this. Hopefully there's some use for these hands in the future, but right now they just look daft. There is some articulation to them though. There is the wrist swivel and the fingers, but still, you know, I can already imagine MGO doing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what do you call that set, I don't know what it's called, but like 12 times of blush. But yeah, just so you know how you use it. In terms of articulation, his head is on a ball joint. It can swivel all the way around, and it can look up, which is nice for like flying poses. The arms, there is some contention about the arms and how it transforms. I personally don't really mind it, but there is some limitations. So these shoulder pads are fixed, and you can open that flap, but that only means you can only go, well, you can go all the way out, but you can only go forward. You can't go all the way around on the arms, and he can't go back much. But you know, for posing, I'm okay with that range of motion. There is a swivel at the elbow, 90, more than 90 there. There is a wrist swivel, surprisingly, which is nice. He does have waist swivel. The legs go all the way out. This flap moves forward. Leg goes all the way forward. Hindered at the back, which is fine. Swivel at the top of the leg. A little bit more than 90 on the knee, which is nice. And the feet has that pivot. And you can use the toes for certain poses. I like to use them for certain poses. But yeah, lots of useful articulation. So let's go for some comparisons. First off, for comparisons, here he is with the other two leader class figures that we got from this line. That is Laser Optimus Prime and Galvatron. So, you know, he's a bit shorter than Optimus Prime, definitely shorter than Galvatron. I think he got stuffed in terms of accessories because this guy got the huge trailer. He has a slew of accessories and is bigger, but this guy just got these useless hands. So yeah, what can you do? Here he is with Titan's Return Blitzwing and Bumblebee movie Blitzwing. I don't have the, at least I don't have it with me. I don't have the Generations Thrilling 30 Blitzwing. It's back in Manila somewhere. But yeah, this is him with this too. I really like this version over this version, to be honest. And here he is with Titan's Return, Octane, and Siege Astro Train. So yeah, we really need an updated version of this. And these two, I don't know, they're weird. This guy got booties and this guy got gloves. So I don't know if we get an Octane, what he will get. And by the way, this guy has a lot more accessories than this guy. So he is, you know, more or less okay to be leader class. This guy feels a bit, you know, gimped out in terms of accessories. I really like him. His engineering is good, but I think we get more value out of this guy than that guy. Okay, now to transform this guy, let's first go to tank mode. The transformation itself is a little bit involved, which is I really like. There are some tight joints first time you transform, and I'll point that out, but it goes away after a while. So first off, you fold the feet together. That is a bit tight, but it's okay. Let us compress the legs. To compress the legs, you untap that there. So that is tapped there. Open that up, and then we can actually unpick those. So those were really tight at the beginning, so that tab goes there and that tab goes there. It was really tight, but now it's gone a bit looser, which is nice. So you just re-tab that, and then we close it up. So for tank mode, it's is folded up. in jet mode it's different. So we do the same for the other leg. Compress. Okay, now let's leave that like that for now. Let's work on the upper body. For the upper body, what you want to do is you fold this one out, so those two just peg in the chest, and then you extend that like so. Let's leave that hanging for now. This front panel opens up, and then that allows you to rotate the head in. This is another point of contention. You'll see later on why. And then for the arms, we want to open that out, flip the hands in, then what we want to do is rotate rotate that around and rotate this panel so it covers that like that. Do the same here. We rotate that, rotate it around, and then rotate this to cover up the shoulders like so. So let's peg the feet together, and let's work on the back. Let's remove the guns. I just put them there for storage. So this bit you compress back. We wanna, okay, the wings here, you wanna extend that out. These are really tight as well, which is nice. You wanna, so there's pegs there that goes into those peg holes there, so you wanna peg them in like so. These pegs will go there, and then that peg will go there, which will go that way. This bit just pegs there, and then pegs, oops, sorry, this pegs like so. I don't think there's a way to a place to peg it. Let's see. So yeah, just what is this again? There we go, and then just fold that down. Same on the other side. We wanna peg, tab. So we just peg everything where we can. Just move that around. There we go. And then lastly, we rotate that up. We open that panel. That actually reveals the turret, which we, and then we go like that. And there we go. There you have Blitzwing in tank mode. Okay, and looking at tank mode itself, it's really nice. While the robot was primarily purple and beige, the tank is actually mostly beige with a little bit purple. There is a lot of tank detail showing. So these wheels, the wheels are fake though, but yeah, all those mechanical details there. He does have the visible turret, the visible thrusters, and the visible cockpit, which is it's there. A little bit visible head as well, but it's there, but it's not too bad, all things considered. Nice detail there as well. Decepticon logo. The turret does move up and down and rotate all the way around, which is nice. It does have a lot of peg holes, so if you need storage for the gun and the sword, just pick a hole and plug it in. So yeah, I will show that. It's obvious how it works. And then there is of course the integration with this shitty thing. So there is a hole there. There is a peg there and a peg hole there. So you just peg that there, and that is supposed to make it like sort of a missile thing, which is I don't really care for it. And there is a slot there for this tab, so you can actually tab this at the back of the turret. Easier if you have a bit of leverage. This is the first time trying it because it's a daft integration, but yeah, you can do that. I don't really mind it. It sucks. So yeah, let's go for some comparisons. Okay, for comparisons, first off, here is your Titan's Return Blitzwing, and this guy doesn't have a tank out mode, so there's Studio Series Blitzwing. Comparing these two, I prefer the tank mode of this guy's definitely, even with the turret, sorry, the nose cone. I really like how big and beefy the tank. This one feels a little bit flimsy, but yeah, I really like the tank mode on this guy. Let's remove this daft thing. So yeah, quite a bit fatter and quite a bit bigger. And here he is with Siege Astro Train and Titan's Return Octane. So yeah, that's how these three look together. So definitely out of scale, but what can you do? Now, to transform him into jet mode, first thing you want to do is open that, flip the turret back in. Let's see, let's unpeg parts that are already pegged. So just unpeg this bottom piece. Unpeg that. You want to unpeg this as well. What you want to do is you want to unpeg these arms. Let me just lift that up first so we have clearance. And you want to unpeg that. It's a bit tight, and I think this one is a bit softer plastic as well. Not that soft, but it does bend a little bit. So yeah, you want to compress it in. Like so. Now this bit, the wings are actually on the legs, so let's open up the legs and reveal the wings. Let's just lift that up a little bit. So the wings are here. Oops. So we just open that up. We can take this and rotate that out. Might as well lift that tail part up as well. Do the same here. So we'll lift that up, lift the tail part, and we just peg that back in like so, and that actually gives us the clearance to put the arms inside. So we just, why is it not going? Okay, there you go. There is a tab there that goes into a slot right there. So just peg that. It's not aligned. There you go. Just reorient that. Same here. We will reorient that, and then we peg it in the same slot. Okay, let's open this up and then get the nose cone out. Now, I'd like to give a shout out to the viewer Political Fisticuffs for showing me how to split drag strip without scissors. If any of you guys know how to take this out without me using something, let me know. But yeah, open that, flip that out, and then the rest. This is where it gets a bit messy. This thing just doesn't have a place for it to go. So what you want to do is just fold this as much as you can. So peg that there, and just compress this part in. So like so. Do the same on the other side. These wings you just fold in, compress it as much as you can, and then we just fold that back in. And then there's a pegs for the back part. And then where is that landing? Oh, you put the turret back there. Then there's these landing gears. So yeah. Oh, and this one just folds up like so. And there you have Blitzwing in his super daft. Just clean that up. There's some pegging there as well. And there is Blitzwing in his super daft jet mode. Like I said, bad seating position and the weather, so that's why I'm breathing hard. So let's take a look at the jet mode. From the top, it really looks good, right? All the necessary details are there. The wings are nice. You know, the tail, so nice. But when you look at from the side, there's this daft piece, and at the bottom is especially egregious. So I mean, this is something that you wouldn't expect is airworthy. I don't think it will fly at all, but you know, you're supposed to pretend that it's a jet. All in all, it's not too bad, just because it's solid, you know, it's all firm, there's no like clankiness or anything. And I guess one of the modes need to suffer for a triple changer. For me, I don't mind it, not because I'm a Hasbro apologist or anything, but you know, it's egregious, it's bad, but I don't really mind it. I don't know, it's just me, I guess. But just so you know that this chunk of plastic is there, so that the jet mode won't be totally perfect. Now you can attach the guns so that he has guns in jet mode, so there are some ports everywhere. But yeah, that's all you can do with it. Okay, for size comparisons, here he is with Studio Series Blitzwing. I totally forgot how awesome this guy's transformation is. Transformers royalty over there. So if you don't have this guy, try to source him. It's really nice. Sidebar. And of course, there is your Titan's Return Blitzwing. So as you can see, just remove this and you can compare these two. So yeah, I mean, jet wise, this guy looks, he still has that egregious underbelly, but he looks a little bit tighter than that guy. But personally, I still prefer him just because it's solid, no, nothing's loose. This guy's a jangly mess. I mean, it's not bad, but you know, I just prefer, you know, a more solid figure rather than a sleeker figure. But that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, here he is with Octane, and Astral Train. So like I said, these guys suffer more in their flight modes, same as this guy. So you know, one of the most really need to, or really do suffer. I don't mean need to, but you know, for the most part, for Hasbro figures, triple changers, one of the modes do suffer. It's just what it is. And that was the review. Like I said, I really like this guy. He's not without his flaws. You know, the egregious backpack, the egregious jet mode undercarriage, but I don't know, overall the posability is nice. Everything pegs in solidly, so there's no rattling and all that we experienced with the Titan's Return version. So yeah, I actually prefer this over that version. Now I don't know if he's worth like the price point, and I leave that up to you. He has definitely less plastic than this guy, but you know, just because of the engineering and all, I think this guy's worth it. And yeah, these two accessories I don't really care for at all, so yeah, I don't even count that in terms of the review. Now the good thing here is, just because this is all clear plastic, there's very little clear plastic in this guy except for the cockpit, and that doesn't support any weight, so this guy would definitely hold up in terms of longevity, so that's a good thing as well. So yeah, oh, and before I log off, I do want to give a shout out to Political Fisticuffs. I think I did mention him in the middle of the review somewhere, but I might edit it out or something accidentally, so might as well do it again. Thanks for him for pointing out that transformation gimmick for Drag Strip and Motormaster. And I really love the comments, so if you guys have any comments relating to anything, just let me know. Put a comment down, and I really like responding to everything. So yeah, that was a review. If you like that review, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. So you know, if you're not subscribed, just give me that click. I'm really close to 600. I wish I could get to 1000 at some point, but yeah, every subscription counts. And I do appreciate everyone who subscribes, so please do so if you can. So yeah, and this has been Grimtrigger, and this has been the awesome Legacy Blitzwing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.